Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles Sabanson, and welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamers Pro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we have a hilarious story in store for you guys. Before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and sub to the channel. Also, if you're not a part of our membership, please make sure you join the membership. We have that pinned in the comments below. So let's get into today's topic. I'm already laughing, right? I'm already laughing because we have some LeBron creators that are clamoring for the Lakers to do something to get LeBron some type of trade. And many of them have alluded to this sabotage, this internal sabotage that is taking place within the Lakers organization. And I personally think it's hilarious, right? I personally think it's hilarious. And when I saw this story today, it immediately made me think of like, okay, this is where these guys are getting this from, right? So there's kind of this thought process by some LeBron fans who believe that Rob Pelinka, who's Kobe Bryant's former agent, is sabotaging LeBron James by not putting the pieces around him to succeed, right? They really believe this, regardless of the fact that he's made a whole bunch of trades that they themselves have celebrated over at the trade deadline or during the offseason. Oh, we got this, we got that. They was up there twerking it up, pouring honey all over each other, hollering, screaming, running through doors, kicking, like just knocking people over, you know, celebrating. Oh, we're going to do it this year. We're going to do it this year. We're going to do it this year. They forgot about all of that. And now when the news is surfacing that the Lakers could potentially not make any major blockbuster moves by the trade deadline, LeBron fans are basically out here insinuating that Rob Pelinka is sabotaging him to preserve the legacy of his former friend and client, Kobe Bryant. And I actually got this news from a NBA Central post that I saw, this morning, which also incidentally linked to a New York Times article, but I just want to read what the post had to say. So let me get into what this post had to say on Twitter. Okay, so the post says, the Lakers are more likely to stand pat or make a half-measure trade rather than go all in on a big move. The sense around the league when talking to rival scouts and front office personnel is that standing pat or making a half-measure trade, likely 1 or 2 second-round picks, is more likely than the Lakers going all in and trading both of their future first-round picks that can be moved. That's dependent, of course, on the available players, asking prices, and team's performance through the deadline. And then, of course, some Laker fans, some LeBron fans reacted to. I want to read one comment. One guy says, "Y'all keep wasting LeBron, and it makes me and it makes me sick." There's another picture of, only a LeBron fan can do this, with a picture of LeBron trying to do something to Rob Pelinka. Only a LeBron fans will post something like this. Really? Y'all really believe that Rob Pelinka is out here sabotaging LeBron James by not putting the pieces that he wants around him? Really? Really? Do we have to go through the gambit of players that have been in LA since LeBron has been there? Do we have to? I mean, do we have to really break down the number of players? We just list some of them. Andre Drummond, Rajon Rondo, Dwight Howard, Russell Westbrook, Carmelo Anthony, Rui Hachimura. I think they drafted Austin Reeves. They got Dalton Connect. They made all of these different acquisitions for the Lakers. And the one that really got me looking at y'all sideways is that they drafted Bronny James. Like, I don't know how much more of a supporter you have to be of LeBron James than to draft Bronny James, when most people believe that the only reason Bronny's in the NBA is because of his father. So the Lakers drafted him. So I'm lost. They did something. Rob Pelinka and these guys did something that was supposedly there to elevate LeBron's legacy. Look, this is ridiculous. And I think that what some of these guys are realizing is the reality of the Lakers. Yes, yesterday they came off a win against the Washington Wizards, who are nobodies, right? Nothing to celebrate, nothing worth even mentioning. And they're going to be playing some pretty decent teams moving forward. They got the Celtics next. They got the Warriors next, who've been in a free fall. They have the Hornets. Then they have the Sixers, the Wizards again. Then they have the Knicks, the Clippers again, the Warriors, the Pacers. So they have some decent teams that they're going to be playing. But let me tell you why some of these people are really panicking. Let's look at some of the Lakers' team stats. Their defensive rating. Out of the 30 teams, the Lakers are the 23rd ranked defense in the NBA. Offense, they're 13th. And when you look at these numbers pretty much signify that this is a middle-of-the-pack team, or in other words, they're not very good. That's the first thing. The second thing we have to address is this ridiculous notion that Rob Pelinka and these guys aren't doing enough. First of all, one of the biggest knocks on the Lakers was their inactivity or their inability to land a big-name player this offseason. The question becomes, who are these big-name players? There were only a few players that I can think of. There was DeMar DeRozan. There was Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson was the major name in this offseason. And Klay Thompson saw what the Lakers had and said, no, I'm going to go play with the Dallas Mavericks. So how is that Rob Pelinka's fault if Klay Thompson decides to turn down the dysfunction of the Lakers? And incidentally, the Lakers actually have a better record than the Mavs. Now, granted, the Mavs have dealt with some injuries of Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving, but you understand the point that I'm trying to make. He turned them down. And then DeMar DeRozan was the other guy. Did you guys believe that DeMar DeRozan was going to be the piece to put you guys over the top? That's the first thing. Now, I know there's some names that have been mentioned that they could potentially try to go after. The only notable guy I'm hearing about that seems to be in limbo right now is Jimmy Butler. And of all of the teams that I've heard that he could potentially go to, the Lakers are not one of them. So these guys talking about Rob Pelinka, Sabotage, and LeBron. In what way? Who's there? Who's out there? Who's out there? LeBron refuses to leave the team. So what are the pieces that he have left? Is he going to trade away Anthony Davis? Like, I'm lost. What is he supposed to do? What is he supposed to do? Where is the sabotage here? Like, what are we doing here? Next thing you're going to say, Rob Pelinka got the Bigfoot as working as a secretary. Like, what are we doing here? Like, what are we doing? What are we actually doing with this story? Like, what does any of this actually mean in reality? But this is what they're trying to peddle this now. Oh, Rob Pelinka is out here against the Lakers. Whatever. I'm going to leave it to y'all, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section. We catch you guys on the next show, and I'm out. Peace.